Hi, I'm Antoy. According to the American Cancer Society, half of all men and 1/3 of all women in the U.S. will develop cancer during their lifetime. Today, millions of people are living with cancer, have had cancer, or know someone who has had cancer. Today, I would like to introduce you to an organization that is making a difference in the lives of people with cancer and their caregivers. They're the founding facility of what is now the largest cancer support organization worldwide. Their programs include support groups, stress reduction classes, individual counseling, educational workshops, and social activities for people with cancer and their caregivers. And all of this is offered at no cost. I'd like to introduce you to the Cancer Support Community Benjamin Center.
We started as the wellness community in 1982. Harold and Harriet Benjamin embarked on bringing the services and the experience that they had through Harriet's cancer to the public. They came up with a way of helping people who are diagnosed with cancer and their loved ones to become what we call patient active, that if you participate in your fight for recovery, then you improve your odds for recovery.
And it was really one of the first of its kind, where it recognized that it wasn't just about having a physical illness, there was also the emotions were involved and the mind was involved.
We believe that no one should face cancer alone.
If you have cancer or you have a family member who has cancer, you come here and you can use our program in whatever way works best for you.
My name is Hejin Lee. I'm 36 and I was diagnosed with breast cancer in March.
I was diagnosed with breast cancer.
3rd stage lung cancer.
It was stage 4 mantle cell lymphoma, which is a rare disease. It is non-curable.
My husband is a patient, base of tongue cancer, stage 4C.
I immediately went for radiation treatment, chemotherapy, and also wanted to know if there was a support community that I could join.
I looked at it as going into maybe a little bit of a social environment. I knew that I needed to understand better how to get back in society, how to carry forward with my non-curable disease. I never expected that they would have as many things to offer as they do.
Our program is developed with the idea that it may help people reduce their stress during this very stressful cancer experience. But in the vein of being patient active, which is the philosophy within which we work, it's up to each individual to pick and choose what works best for them.
We provide the range from psychosocial support services, mind-body classes, to educational seminars.
I take full advantages of the yoga classes and Pilates and core strength. Right now I'm involved in a mindful meditation series, which is super helpful.
I started coming to the writing group. The first thing I did was a yoga class. And I remember thinking to myself, well, I guess it's good to be here. Misery loves company. And then I looked around the room and it struck me, I don't see any miserable people.
A lot of these types of classes are designed to create mindfulness. If you have cancer, you don't always want to be aware of your body, but there's a lot of research out there now about how if you stay and you're present and you show up for your life, whether it's good or bad, the quality of your life will improve. And all of these classes are about that.
We have weekly dedicated support groups, and we also have drop-in support groups. The difference is the dedicated groups offer an opportunity for people to get more deeply connected with the same people week after week. The other option is a drop-in support group. You could come to that group one time and never return, or you come to that group week after week.
A lot of times patients are pretty weird when they're going through chemotherapy and radiation, and they've got a lot of behavior problems, and the caretaker is just about ready to lose their mind. And so when you come to the support group, they help you find your mind and put it all back into perspective.
The people that lead the groups are licensed therapists, and so even though they're not in there doing, quote, therapy, they're so knowledgeable that they can help guide the conversation and maybe ask the right questions when you're in the middle of something.
In certain classes, if you're having problems with your body or any areas of concern, they pay attention to that and they really take care of you.
Our program is provided to our members at no cost. We are able to do this through generous donations from major donors, from individual donors, grants, foundations, and from special events.
Our special events here are responsible for about 30% of the budget here at CSC. And as you know, we have an amazing 80% return direct to charity.
Coming here and knowing that you can just drive in, get validated on your parking ticket as well as personally, and knowing that you are experiencing a whole program without having to think a bill is coming, another bill, and that everything here is not about somebody making money or having to give you just an hour of their time, and you feel that it is coming to your own private clubhouse, so to speak, and the facility is so lovely. It could be a private club.
When we found this site, it was a bank. And it was an empty space, and for us it was a real joy to be able to take it and strip it all the way to the bare walls. And when we stripped it all the way to the bare walls, it gave us the opportunity to be very mindful of what we put in our environment, because we think of this as a very holistic environment. We used sustainable materials with bamboo flooring.
The air is HEPA filtered, all of the paints are low VOC.
We chose materials that are natural.
When people walk in the door, you can just really see them relax.
For us to take as much of the pollutants and the irritants and the carcinogens out of the environment and to make it as healthy as possible is something that we're very aware and mindful of, because it is very important to keep this environment healthy and clean.
It's normal to be hesitant. I was hesitant, and I know quite a few people who were like me. It took us a month or two to come here.
It is not something I would have done. I would not go to a gym. It's not a place I like to go. There's many group things that I would not go to. And here, I feel with the cancer and the support, you can let down, you can be free. It takes away all that fear and all those, the verbiage and the things that are thrown at you from family, from friends, from people that are just concerned about you who don't understand.
It helps the healing. You know, you're not just a body, you're a soul and you're a brain.
He's doing very well, and I'm doing well, partly because of all the support I've gotten at the cancer support community.
The mission of the cancer support community is to ensure that all people impacted by cancer are empowered by knowledge, strengthened by action, and sustained by community. All their programs and services are offered at no cost. If you know anyone that would benefit from experiencing these wonderful programs, support groups, classes, individual counseling, educational workshops, or social activities, please feel free to pass this information on. And for additional information, resources, research, or links, go to www.cancersupportcommunitybenjamincenter.org.